It's the end of January and I've finally gotten around to doing an update on my 112 gallon average reef. I actually almost didn't shoot this video. I just didn't have time this month. I've been really busy with my fish breeding, but also I hurt my back. Still, I like to document this tank monthly, and I do feel like this is probably the last January update, as hopefully by next year this tank will be replaced with a bigger tank. Interestingly enough, I did just pick up a bigger tank, and actually I hurt my back moving it. This is not the upgrade, but rather this will be a supplementary tank. It's a rimless 120 gallon Starfire tank from Miracles. 3/4 inch glass, so I'm guessing this thing probably weighs 350, maybe 400 pounds. I got it basically for almost nothing, $350 with a stand, which I haven't gone back for since my back is still killing me. Unfortunately, the previous owner did glue over the holes and used it as a freshwater tank at the end. I'm going to have to cut that out and make an overflow box. But this new tank will be a supplementary tank. While it is technically bigger than my main display, I'm not moving anything over. Instead, I tore down my little hexagon nano reef, and that tank will be replaced with the new 120. Now this tank will continue on until I can swing the upgrade, which will be anything from a 210 to a custom tank, just depending on how my budget is. I do have to do some renovations, and when I keep adding more other tanks, it may not make too much sense to get a ginormous tank, no matter how much I want one. The tank is pretty similar to last month. I did add the pair of mandarins that were living inside the hexagon, but they almost never come out. They've only been in a couple of days, so I guess that's to be expected. But because they eat pellets, you would think they would come out more, but so far I've only seen the male a few times. The female, even in the hexagon, she was difficult to find. I also haven't seen my male Storm. He never really got along with her. There is like a 16.5 year age difference, but he hasn't made himself visible in a while, so I'm kind of wondering if something happened to him as well. I guess time will tell. Probably when I do a water change I'll look for him, because he typically hides in the Xena and doesn't even acknowledge that there is a female clownfish in here. The only other thing of note that really happened is this little rock structure fell, and this coral here, which many people call a lobo, is actually an Acan pachycepta, and you can tell that by its really powerful sting. Unfortunately, it did take out a good chunk of my rainbow chalice, but since it's such a nice big piece, I could just turn it a little bit and you can hardly tell. I am looking forward to having more room, but for now I'm just kind of letting things go. The only other change, I did frag this green Kenya tree, which most people give some fancy fake Japanese name so they can sell it for more. It actually fell off just because it got so big. The weight of the coral took it down, so I just fragged it up and left it like this for now. Overall, I'm still loving the tank. It's really not getting too much attention from me. Just a weekly water change. I didn't even bother to scrape the glass this time. Normally I always have clean glass for my videos. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time, and as I mentioned, I hurt my back, so I'm trying not to overdo it. Next month I'll probably have a nicer video on the tank. I do want to keep documenting it until the end, and even though I'm thinking more about the new tank, I'm still planning on upkeeping this old tank right up until the new one arrives, because even though I'm thinking it'll be soon, who really knows? Thanks for watching, and happy reefing.